Some news coming from Patrick County. A Patrick County high school teacher has been arrested on charges related to solicitation of a minor, according to the Patrick County Sheriff's Office. Harold Dalton, 57, of 310 Ike Slate Lane in Ararat, was taken into custody Tuesday, September 16th, and charged with 3 counts of use of communication system to facilitate certain offense involving a minor. Followed a cyber tip received by the Sheriff's Office Investigations Division from the Southern Virginia Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force. The tip alleged inappropriate communications between an adult and a minor through Facebook Messenger. Patrick County Sheriff's Office investigator Jason Cruz, assigned to the ICAC task force, determined that the suspect was a teacher of Patrick County High School and that the victim was a student there. And I quote, Facebook message conversations with involuntary value between Dalton and the minor were collected by investigators. Lieutenant Stephen Austin said in a Wednesday media release, he added that the conversations were not solicited in any way by this minor. Dalton was arrested without incident around 1:30 p.m. and is currently being held without bond at the Patrick County Jail. The Patrick County Public School System Division is fully cooperating with the investigation. This case remains under active investigation, and anyone with information is encouraged to contact Lieutenant Steve Austin at 276-692-5950 or investigator Jason Cruz at 276-692-5123.
I think things went good. I think now the community knows more about what a supervisor's job should be and what they should do. The one thing that I'm glad they talked about the budget. It's over $220 million budget, and the county takes in $95 million, if I'm not mistaken. The rest comes from the state and federal government. What they are telling is these houses that are tore down, those taxes collected goes into the budget, so that's free money for the county. That's another reason it's an incentive to get these houses torn down, collect your money. There's a house sitting right there on Riverside Drive in front of the old Bassett Walker building. It's been empty it's got taxes on it since 2017. They're going to finally auction it off January. That should never happen. You shouldn't take 7 years to collect taxes for the county. But when they get those, Scott Grindstaff has told me it's going to be gravy to the county. It's going to go into the fund. It'll be a bonus money. Look at all the houses that they've submitted, 99 houses. I don't know if you know that. When I started February 5th, when y'all covered me, I showed all those pictures. From then on, they was in panic mode. They in big panic mode now, because instead of having 39 houses and spending $390,000 to tear them down, now you got 99 houses so far, and it's still climbing.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's anger. It's not really anger. It just depends on how you look at it. I care about my community. I've grown up here my whole life. I'm tired of hearing that, things this way we've always done it, and that don't work anymore. And I think we need a different way of looking at different things, being more creative, coming up with different solutions. And that's why it's good to have a change every so often. A lot of the questions tonight I couldn't answer because I'm not in there. I'm not going to even try to answer until I'm in that seat, because they're previewed to information that I'm not necessarily previewed to. I do believe in what I stand in. I've tried to do this campaign the best I can. I've learned a lot during it. I've learned that, sometimes it ain't always what you think it's going to be like. You got to have thick skin. I've learned that. I've gotten better on talking to the community and seeing what I can do better for them. Mentorship, things I'm hearing from actually people with my boots on the ground. Instead of saying the same old thing that we hear every year, every 4 years, every whatever it is. I'm speaking from my heart, so I don't have to sit here and look down at paper or memorize what I said. I do what God tells me to do and what I feel, and that's exactly what I do.
One of my concerns, Joe, great response from the candidates, it's just not a real big turnout. Does that concern you a little bit, seeing the turnout not being strong here tonight?
That's the way it's always been.
Okay.
It is. It's the way it's, probably more people's watching than what you think on TV, but it's always been that way. It's some people may say a low turnout shows that everybody's probably pretty happy with the way things go.
I've always heard that.
That's the way I've heard it also. So, in a sense, that's the way I think that things are going along good in the county. We have our issues, just like most counties in Virginia or throughout the United States. We've got issues, but we as a board, we don't work independent. We work together as a group to solve the issues of the county, and we doing what I think is a very good job of doing that. through job creations, through working with the school systems, through the EMS systems. The Board of Supervisors got a good relationship with all of them. I myself personally, I know most of all the school members. I've got a good relationship with them all. I don't know if any of them that don't like me. If they don't like me, they need to come and tell me, so we can work things out. But I think that we have a good relationship with the school board and well as with administration.
You feel like we could have went to the table, avoided lawsuit, settled, or was a lawsuit just something coming because neither side is given?
3 years ago, I talked to Danny Turner about it because he just had one off council. And I asked him, I said, I know you're off council, but he said the county won't work with us. They won't talk to us. Now, you heard tonight, different story.
The dead opposite.
Yeah. So who's telling the truth here? Who's telling the truth? The bottom line is I'll reach my hand out to the city. My ego's not too big. I can't ask them to work with us. I mean, you already got revenue sharing. A lot of people don't realize.
A lot of it.
Everything at the Patriot Center is paid for now. So all the profit that goes there, the city shares in it equally. The Commonwealth Crossing, the city had to borrow the money because we didn't have a bond rating because our PSA debt was so high. We couldn't qualify for the bond rating, and we couldn't get all the help from the government that we needed. So the city borrowed the money, and then they get a third of all the Commonwealth Crossing profits. So we already got revenue sharing. Why not work together? I think down the road, maybe Henry County could contract the city schools. What I've been hearing, what I've been talking, people's been talking to me about. I said we could visit that and see. The one thing is reversion tonight. That runs from that. Now Joe stood up here. He said he was against it. He was, but Jim Adams voted for reversion 3 times. He pushed it hard, and he said it was inevitable. But you heard me. I screamed from the top of my lungs. We're not going to do it. People don't realize reversion means annexation. The city can take land up to 10 miles in the county. They can take all the tax revenue we get from Walmart, Sheetz, Patriot Center, the racetrack. That would be devastating to us. Our tax increase. I talked to Jim who lives in down next to Valley Drive. He just moved here from New Hampshire. His tax rate there was $14. Here we got like 55 cents.
Mm-hmm. It's getting to a point now to where our economy's hurting. We all need to group together. I have seen one thing about this community is when it struggles, when things are getting rough, we do come together. And I think we need to do that now. I do think we need to be a better team. I think we need to let the smoke clear, of course. But at the end of the day, we're all one community. And you don't, like I said, you don't look at us as Henry County. I mean, it's MHC. That's what everybody knows us as. As far as I don't think we're trying enough to get a hold of these people. When they told you I haven't had any kind of sit down with the city at all, that's an issue. And they say, well, we've tried to make contact. I don't think you've tried hard enough. I talk to them now. I got every one of them's phone in my cell phone, so if I need to call somebody, I can call them, I can check with them. And a lot of it's about communication and figuring out what we can do that's best for the community as a whole.
You already know we double up at Autos by Nelson, and now we're taking it to the next level. You'll still receive double the warranty on all new vehicles, but now we're offering triple the peace of mind. With free towing up to 125 miles and no collision deductible at our body shop for any new or used vehicle. It's just one more way we're tripling up at Autos by Nelson. Do you know her?
SOVA Martinsville encourages men to take charge of their health starting today. Focus on 4 key areas. Schedule regular checkups, eat a balanced diet, stay active, and support your mental well-being. Small, consistent steps can lead to a longer, healthier life. Whether it's hitting the gym, eating smarter, or seeing your doctor, every action counts. Let SOVA help you live your best life.
Save big this summer with this exclusive offer, only available at Cunningham Tire in Bassett. Now until August 16th, you can get a $100 rebate with the purchase and installation of a set of Michelin tires from Cunningham Tire. No other local tire dealer has this exclusive offer. With over 2,700 tires in stock, you can get tires installed today. We also offer alignments, state inspections, brakes, and oil changes. Call us today to schedule your appointment, 276-629-1142. Cunningham Tire, we keep you rolling.
My name is Patrick Sharp. I'm an attorney with the law firm of Gardner, Barrow & Sharp here in Martinsville. If you've been injured in a serious automobile collision or perhaps a minor injury with a rear end collision, we've been handling personal injury cases in the area for almost 50 years. Give us a call for a free evaluation of your case, 276-638-2455.
Yeah, it's on the way and pretty much it's here. Today's event was a great event with Ross Chastain. Great that he could spend some time and come over and talk to the folks and obviously get us some Checkered Pig food for lunch. That was great. But yeah, this kind of leads into a very busy, exciting 4, 5, 6 weeks. We've got our Valley Star Credit Union 300 coming up next week. That's one of our favorite weekends of the year. It's always a great show. A lot on the line for those guys. So get that one over with. Then we put all of our attention on the Xfinity 500 weekend, last weekend of October. 5 races in 4 days. We got the IMSA MX5 Cup on Thursday night in conjunction with the NASCAR Wheeling Modified Tour. So 2 races on Thursday night, the Truck Series on Friday night, Xfinity Series on Saturday, and Cup on Sunday. So it's going to be a very, very busy few weeks. But we look forward to it.
Yeah, it's nice to be here without any pressure. So the biggest pressure was getting my Zoom link turned on earlier in Mr. Campbell's former office as I stepped in today and worked with him and led the meeting. So a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff I learned about today that goes on at this racetrack ahead of our race weekend for NASCAR, as well as the late model stock race coming up. So things I never thought of. There's teams of people working on it. Yeah, it didn't change my perspective, but it definitely gets me more attention than anything else. I talk about the Hail Melon more than all the other wins combined. And for me, we had won twice that year, our first 2 wins in Cup, and now we've won 4 times since. So I'm really proud that we continued to win. That wasn't our last thing. We weren't a flash in the pan. 1 year, we've won for 4 years in a row now. Just crazy to think about that 4 years in the Cup Series we've been able to show up and win throughout the year. So definitely played high on the list to keep that going, but the Hail Melon will always be part of our story.
How does the morale feel when everybody's just hanging out today, getting ready to roll into this busy season?
Well, I think it's a good kickoff to kind of sit back and enjoy the day, and food fellowship, and listen to Ross talk about his achievements and the Hail Melon that he did here. That was pretty interesting. But things like this are really good to kind of slowly work your way into the hustle and bustle of the actual race week.
Really nothing on the racetrack side today. Today's been about the business of it. So it's just been about meeting people, and a lot of the business folks here today have never been to a race here. So I hope that this changes them and they bring somebody else from their company or their family and show them to a good time. The fact that I naturally was good at early in my career until I got with my current crew chief, Phil Surgeon, and my group at Trackhouse and formerly Ganassi, it clicked for me. So we're looking to take that next step. We've been in the top 10. We want to be in the top 5 now and compete for the win. I'm pretty hungry for lobster.
From small beginnings, I started a business here in Henry County. Through hard work, faith, and a commitment to doing what's right, I know what it takes to grow, to face challenges, and to find solutions that work. It's the same determination that I'll bring to the Board of Supervisors. Together, we can strengthen our community, create opportunities for our families, and build a future that Collinsville can be proud of. This ad's been authorized by Chris Lawless for Board of Supervisors.
Thank you for being here for your BTW21
Weather report supported by Ashbrook Audiology and Furl Equipment. As we take a look at today, Thursday evening, we're going to be today, September 18th. 1% chance of rain. Southwest wind varying from 2 miles per hour. Sunny skies today, all throughout our south side actually. So as we look at our south side, high of 85 in the area of Martinsville and Ridgeway. Looks like the lows are going to be in Boonesville at 81, but low to mid 80s today with a little bit of a breeze. It seems like a pretty good evening to us over here at BTW21. We'll take a look at our Thursday overnight. Precipitation goes up 5% to 6. Winds actually stay the same miles per hour, but they do change from where they're coming from at southwest. Cloudy skies. And as we take a look at our south side, highest again, we're going to be in the area of Mooresville with 57. Lowest we're going to be today in the area of south side for our overnight is 53, but high to mid 50s is pretty good for us here at south side. Now we'll take a look at our overall. We're going to leave today at 10. High 85, high 90s, low 57. The sun is out. The clouds finally look like they're going to dissipate for a little bit, at least for today. So we're going to get today at 10. Rain, no chance of rain, really. Well, 4% chance of rain, as if 2 mile per hour winds and a beautiful sunrise at 7:04 a.m. Now we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast supported by Furl Equipment. We'll go right into Friday. Another sunny day, high of 87, low 58. Saturday, a high of 85, a low 61. Sunday, a high of 79, a low 59. And Monday, partly cloudy with a high of 81, a low 59. So overall, we're going to have some clouds maybe on Monday. But other than that, the sun should bring its face back out for the rest of this week. So we're hopefully going to have a beautiful start to our weekend tomorrow with that high of 87. But that is all. Thank you guys for being here for your BTW21 weather report supported by Ashbrook Audiology and your 5-day forecast supported by Furl Equipment. Thank you.
Relationships, they are the most precious and important thing we have in life. An uncorrected or improperly corrected hearing loss negatively affects each and every one of those relationships. Did you know that you have hearing insurance benefits available to you? At Ashbrook Audiology, we are the region's go-to providers for benefits from affordable hearing care, true hearing, and many more. Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter. Martinsville and Danville.
I think they played great as a unit. There's a bunch of good players out there, but they all do their job, and that's what the key is defensively: is everybody owning their space, doing their job, reading their keys, and playing fast. And I think we're very physical, and just rotate a lot of guys in, keep them fresh, and let them fly around and have fun. And they're enjoying it, and loving it, and playing at a high level.
It feels great. Like I said last week, we have great receivers. It can be anybody's day, anytime. So today was Asante Scott's day. Put it out there, let him go get it. It's a lot of reps in the summer, a lot of reps in practice, throwing the ball, getting the timing down, him running, me getting it out there to him. That's all it takes.
It's because we knew we had a physical opponent this week. So I give all my credit to my O-line that told me they was going to keep pushing after me for an extra yard or two. Even when they couldn't get anything, I was going to make sure they'll get an extra push in for me. So that motivates me to keep them going to reward my line with more yards.
We want to stay balanced. We've got great athletes in space. We've got good athletes in the box, with big old running back and a good offensive line. So, we try to stay balanced and mix it up and make it hard on defenses to key on one thing or, saying, hey, if we stop the run, we can win tonight. Well, we've got guys who can open it up in the passing game, and then, you can't just sit back and let Ethan pound on you either. So, we have a great mixture, and, I'm proud of the guys. They executed better tonight. We're getting better each week, and we just got to keep doing that. Yeah, I tell them enjoy every win. It's hard to win high school football games and enjoy them. Friday nights, we'll enjoy it all weekend, but Monday it's time to go back to work and get refocused. We got a big one next week at Franklin County, who's very good, and it'll be at their place. It'll be a tough environment. So, we know we got to come back in Monday ready to work.
We go through it in practice every week. We watch film, and when you watch film, it relates to the game. So when you get in the field, you just do what you got to do and make the tackles, make the plays. our whole team speed is crazy. I have a feeling we have the best speed, honestly. And our speed against everybody really kills, especially our linebacker core and our DB and safety core. That's how we make our tackles.
What can you say about the D-line? Y'all were in the backfield more than the offense was.
Hey, the trenches, they some dogs for sure. They work hard every day in practice to get better, and it shows on Fridays every Friday.
Touchdown, Warriors! Number 9, Houston.
I might have to let it drop. 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 Let it drop.
I'm Jim Adams, your Blackberry District Supervisor. We fund a public safety department, 911 emergency center, fire departments, rescue squads, and of course, the Sheriff's Department. Funding the needs of our responders is a top priority to make sure that you, the public, are kept safe. November 4th, vote Jim Adams for Blackberry District Supervisor.
This message was paid for by Jim Adams for Henry County Board of Supervisors.
Ray Reynolds. I'm running for your next Blackberry District Supervisor. The Blackberry District is home to some of the most beautiful places in Virginia, from the waters of Philpott Lake to the flowing Smith River. Tourism here is not just about visitors, it's about the opportunity for small businesses, for families, and a stronger local economy. But for me, it's not just about the land and water, it's about our people. Together, we'll protect what makes Blackberry special and put our community first. This ad is bought and paid for by Ray Reynolds for Blackberry District Supervisor.
Harbor Towing and Recovery is expanding. 4173 Virginia Avenue in Collinsville. Harbor now offers custom tire and wheels with advanced technology. Automotive repair, no problem for Harbor. From simple repair to major semi-trucks, Harbor's got you covered. Oil changes, brakes, front end alignment on any size vehicle or trucks. And remember, 24-hour towing. So you tell the police to call Harbor Towing, 276-632-2580.
A broken or cracked windshield can ruin a day. At Daniels Auto Glass, it's our goal to make that unfortunate scenario as painless as possible. We have been servicing Franklin County and the surrounding area since 1995. Our customers are our neighbors, and we want you to know that you have the choice who repairs or replaces your windshield. And if you can't come out to us, we can come out to you. We also offer window tinting, and we are fully equipped and certified to reset all camera systems in any windshield, both in shop and with our mobile unit.
At PVT Express, we're fast, we're reliable, and we're here when you need us. From oil changes to major jobs, PVT has you covered with the best technicians in the business. Stop by our service center where our certified technicians will get your oil change done right. Visit us today at PVT Express, where speed meets service. PVT Express, done right.
Thank you for being here for your BTW21 Apex Bail Bonds crime report. Today being September the 15th. First up, we have Daryl Scales, Henry County, Virginia, probation violation felony. Brian Martin, Henry County, Virginia, assault against a family member. Ramil Stallworth, Henry County, Virginia, DUI first offense. Ryan Hill, Henry County, Virginia, probation violation felony, 3 counts. Donovan Jordan, Henry County, Virginia, probation violation felony, 3 counts. Damian Wolf, Henry County, Virginia, probation violation felony, 6 counts. And ultimately, Gabriel Hernandez Bonilla, Henry County, Virginia, DUI, second offense. Thank you for being here for BTW21 for your Apex Bail Bonds Crime Report.
If you slip up, you need a bondsman you can trust at your side. At Apex Bail Bonds in Martinsville, our agents are with you at every step, not just the day you bond out. Need affordable bail? You'll get the same low rates we offer in Danville and Reedsville. Apex Bail Bonds has the only bail bondsman around licensed on both sides of the Virginia-Carolina line. Provides fast releases and affordable bail at the lowest rates allowed by law. Apex Bail Bonds, Martinsville, across from Checkered Pig, for the lowest rates allowed.
Francis Caudill Baker, 91, of Martinsville, Virginia, passed away Monday, September the 15th, 2025, at Mulberry Creek Nursing Center. All services will be private. Online condolences may be shared by visiting BassettFuneralService.com. Bassett Funeral Service is honored to serve the Baker family. On Saturday, September the 13th, 2025, Hattie Odessa Green, 72, of Martinsville, Virginia, peacefully transitioned from this earthly life. A graveside service will be held Friday, September the 19th at 12 noon in the Spencer Red Family Cemetery in Spencer, Virginia. A public viewing will be held Thursday, September the 18th from 1 to 5 at the funeral home. Matthew Douglas Ingram, 47, of Ridgeway, Virginia, entered into his rest Monday, September the 8th, 2025. A memorial service will be held Saturday, September the 27th at 11 a.m. at Wright Funeral Service Chapel. Wright Funeral Service and Crematory is serving the family. Online condolences may be made by visiting WrightFuneralServices.net. Callie B. Shelton, 79, of Martinsville, Virginia, transitioned her heavenly home Wednesday, September the 10th, 2025. The funeral will be held Saturday, September the 20th at 12 p.m. at Wright Funeral Service Chapel. Visitation will be held the funeral service at 11:30 a.m. Wright Funeral Services serving the family.
With the addition of the horse and carriage as a transportation option to the cemetery, this package allows the family to add a level of elegance at an already difficult time. Call or come see us for all your pre-need and at-need concerns. Bassett Funeral Service, 3665 Ferrystone Park Highway, 276-629-1770.
From small beginnings, I started a business here in Henry County. Through hard work, faith, and a commitment to doing what's right, I know what it takes to grow, to face challenges, and to find solutions that work. It's the same determination that I'll bring to the Board of Supervisors. Together, we can strengthen our community, create opportunities for our families, and build a future that Collinsville can be proud of. This ad's been authorized by Chris Lawless for Board of Supervisors.
I'm Jim Adams, your Blackberry District Supervisor. We fund a public safety department, a 911 emergency center, fire departments, rescue squads, and of course, the Sheriff's Department. Funding the needs of our responders is a top priority to make sure that you, the public, are kept safe. November 4th, vote Jim Adams for Blackberry District Supervisor.
news coming from Patrick County. A Patrick County high school teacher has been arrested on charges related to solicitation of a minor, according to the Patrick County Sheriff's Office. Harold Dalton, 57, of 310 Ike Slate Lane in Ararat, was taken into custody Tuesday, September 16th, and charged with 3 counts of use of communication system to facilitate certain offense involving a minor. Followed a cyber tip received by the Sheriff's Office Investigations Division from the Southern Virginia Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force. The tip alleged inappropriate communications between an adult and a minor through Facebook Messenger. Patrick County Sheriff's Office investigator Jason Cruz, assigned to the ICAC task force, determined that the suspect was a teacher of Patrick County High School and that the victim was a student there. And I quote, Facebook message conversations with involuntary value between Dalton and the minor